Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're revealing some coins that could be worth way more than you think. Stick around to find out. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. We've got something extra special to talk about: the 6th President of the United States, John Quincy Adams, and the $1 coin that bears his legacy. The 2008 presidential $1 coin featuring John Quincy Adams is not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history. If you're new to the world of coin collecting or just love learning about unique treasures, this video will take you through the incredible value of this coin and why it could be worth a small fortune. Let's start with a bit of history. John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, served from 1825 to 1829. He was a statesman, diplomat, and the son of President John Adams. He is often remembered for his strong stance on foreign policy, his efforts to build a national infrastructure, and his advocacy for freedom and human rights. His contributions to the country are so important that he was honored with a coin as part of the U.S. Mint's Presidential Dollar Coin Program. The 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar coin is part of the third year of this program, which aimed to commemorate each of the U.S. presidents in the order in which they served. The coins were produced in massive quantities and were meant for circulation. However, some coins from this series have become increasingly rare and valuable, especially those in pristine condition. This particular coin features a portrait of John Quincy Adams on the obverse, surrounded by the words, "John Quincy Adams, 6th President," and the years of his presidency, 1825 to 1829. The reverse features a beautiful rendition of the Statue of Liberty, which is a standard design for all presidential dollar coins. You might be thinking, it's just another presidential coin. What makes this one so special? Well, the value of coins like these isn't determined solely by their face value or even their historical significance. What really drives the worth of this coin is its rarity, condition, and the demand for it among collectors. Let's break this down a bit more. First, let's talk about condition. Most coins from the presidential dollar series were minted in large quantities and widely circulated. As a result, many of these coins were worn down from regular use, losing their shine and becoming less desirable to collectors. However, a coin that has been kept in excellent condition, especially one that remains in uncirculated condition, can be worth far more than its original face value. Coins in mint condition, free from any scratches, dings, or signs of wear, are far rarer than you might think. Because these coins weren't necessarily hoarded by the public, finding one that's in pristine condition can be a treasure hunt in itself. In the case of the 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential dollar, the coins that have been well preserved are the ones that hold the most value. If you find one that is in uncirculated condition, it will already have a higher value than the standard $1 face value. But that's just the beginning. There are other factors that can make this coin even more valuable. Now, let's talk about mint errors. Mint errors are a major source of value in the world of coin collecting. During the minting process, it's not uncommon for mistakes to happen, and these errors make a coin incredibly unique. For example, some 2008 John Quincy Adams coins were minted with misprints, double strikes, or off-center designs. These errors can make a coin a one-of-a-kind collectible, and as such, they can command a significant premium over a regular coin in perfect condition. A coin with a minting error is highly desirable because it represents a rare mistake that makes it stand out from the crowd. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these kinds of errors, and if you happen to have one of these rare error coins, you could be sitting on something truly special. So, how much could this coin be worth? The value of a 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential dollar coin largely depends on its condition and any potential minting errors. A typical coin in good condition might only be worth a few dollars above face value, but an uncirculated coin or one with a significant minting error could fetch a much higher price at auction or through private sales. You might be wondering, how high could it go? Well, it might surprise you to learn that the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin has been known to sell for up to $70,000, that's right, $70,000. If you happen to come across a pristine, uncirculated John Quincy Adams dollar coin or one with a rare minting error, you could potentially sell it for this jaw-dropping amount. The demand for rare, high-quality coins continues to rise, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for pieces that stand out from the rest. So, what should you do if you think you found one of these rare coins? First, take the time to carefully inspect it. Look for any signs of wear or damage that would indicate it's been in circulation. If the coin is in pristine condition, it's definitely worth holding on to. Next, consider having the coin professionally graded by a certified coin grading service. This will help determine its exact condition and give it an official grade, which can significantly impact its value. A higher grade coin will be worth more on the open market, so it's worth investing in the grading process. In conclusion, the 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential dollar coin is much more than just another dollar coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of one of the most important figures in American politics, and a potential goldmine for savvy coin collectors. Whether it's the rarity of uncirculated coins, the possibility of minting errors, or simply the demand from collectors, this coin has the potential to fetch an incredible price, up to $70,000. Second rare coin, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that's not only a collector's dream but also an incredible piece of U.S. history, the fourth presidential $1 coin, minted in 2007, featuring none other than President James Madison. This coin is part of the U.S. Mint's presidential dollar coin program, and it's a must-know for any serious collector. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at the potential value of this coin, and you might just have one in your collection without even realizing it. Let's set the scene with a little history. James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, served from 1809 to 1817 and is often regarded as one of the founding fathers of the U.S. He played a crucial role in drafting the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights, making him one of the most influential figures in American history. His time in office was marked by the War of 1812, a significant conflict that tested the young nation's strength and resolve. Madison's legacy as the father of the Constitution has cemented his place in American history, which is why the U.S. Mint chose to honor him with a coin bearing his likeness. Now, let's talk about the 2007 James Madison presidential dollar coin. This coin is part of the larger presidential dollar coin program, which aimed to honor each U.S. president in the order in which they served. The coins were issued annually, with each year focusing on a handful of presidents. 2007 saw the release of the James Madison coin, alongside others such as the George Washington and John Adams coins, making it a highly collectible year for those passionate about U.S. presidential history. On the obverse side of the coin, we see a portrait of President James Madison, surrounded by the words, James Madison, fourth president, and the years of his presidency, 1809 to 1817. The design captures Madison's dignified appearance, giving us a glimpse into the man who shaped much of the early foundations of the United States. The reverse side of the coin showcases the classic design of Lady Liberty, holding a torch and an olive branch, symbolizing freedom and peace. The reverse also features the year of minting, 2007, and the inscription, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. So, why should this coin matter to you as a collector? Well, while the presidential dollar coins were minted in large quantities for circulation, the true value of a coin lies in its rarity, condition, and any special features it may have. Like many coins in this series, most of the James Madison presidential dollars were spent and circulated, which means they've often been subject to the usual wear and tear of daily use. This can lower the coin's value. However, here's the catch: a coin that has been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition is far rarer than you might think, and it's worth much more than its face value of $1. The key to finding a truly valuable James Madison coin lies in identifying those that have remained in pristine condition, no scratches, dings, or signs of wear. Uncirculated coins are more desirable to collectors, as they hold on to their original luster and design. But that's not all. Certain varieties of this coin, especially those with minting errors, can be worth even more. Mint errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting. During the minting process, things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes coins are struck with double images, misaligned designs, or even off-center strikes. These errors make the coin a one-of-a-kind piece, and collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for these rare mistakes. If you have a James Madison dollar coin that has any such minting errors, you could have something that's truly special. Whether it's a slight doubling of the text, a misaligned strike, or an off-center design, these errors can dramatically increase the coin's value. So, what can you expect in terms of value? While most coins from the presidential dollar coin program aren't worth a significant amount over face value, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition or with rare minting errors can fetch a considerable price. For example, a well-preserved 2007 James Madison dollar coin in excellent condition could be worth hundreds of dollars to collectors. But here's where it gets really interesting. If you happen to have a particularly rare variety of this coin, one with a significant minting error or one that's remained in absolutely flawless condition, it could be worth as much as $82,000. Yes, you heard that right, $82,000. For a single coin that may have originally only been worth $1, this incredible value highlights just how important it is to preserve your coins and keep an eye out for any unique features that could make them stand out. The value of this coin, like many others in the presidential dollar coin series, is largely driven by the rarity and condition of the piece, so if you think you've found something special, it's definitely worth doing a little more research or even getting it professionally graded. In conclusion, the 2007 James Madison presidential $1 coin is far more than just a token of currency. It's a historical artifact, a tribute to one of America's founding fathers, and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether it's the coin's excellent design, its historical significance, or the rarity of an uncirculated or error coin, this presidential dollar has a lot going for it. So, if you've got one of these coins tucked away in your collection or come across one in your pocket change, make sure to take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Third expensive coin, we're looking at a coin that may be tucked away in your collection, or perhaps even hiding in your spare change. We're talking about the 2000 presidential $1 coin, which holds a special place in American numismatic history. This coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a treasure that could be worth a small fortune. Stick around to find out how much this coin might be worth today and why it's become such a highly sought-after collector's item. Let's rewind for a moment and take a look at the history behind the 2000 presidential $1 coin. The U.S. Mint launched the Presidential Dollar Coin Program to honor the legacy of America's presidents, and it was an ambitious undertaking. The coins were issued in the order that presidents served in office, beginning with George Washington and continuing on through the years. The 2000 coin is part of this program, but what makes it particularly interesting is that it was part of the very first wave of these coins, issued in honor of none other than George Washington, the very first president of the United States. This coin features a stunning portrait of George Washington on the obverse, which is the front face of the coin. The design captures Washington in all his dignified glory, with his famous profile, which is instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with American history. Surrounding the image are the words, George Washington, First President, and the years of his presidency, 1789 to 1797. This gives you a quick but powerful reminder of Washington's legacy and the crucial role he played in shaping the nation. On the reverse side of the coin, there's a beautiful image of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty has long been a symbol of freedom and democracy, making it the perfect choice to feature on the reverse of the coin. It serves as a reminder of the values that Washington and all subsequent presidents worked to uphold. The reverse also includes the inscription E Pluribus Unum, the national motto, as well as the year of minting, 2000. So why is this coin so valuable? Well, although the 2000 presidential $1 coin was released in large quantities, the value of these coins isn't determined simply by how many were made or how they were initially distributed. It's about the condition and rarity of the coin in the market today. Over the years, the market for collectible coins has surged, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are rare, well-preserved, or even feature mint errors. The key to understanding the value of this coin lies in its condition. Most of the 2000 George Washington presidential dollar coins were used in everyday transactions and eventually became worn down from being in circulation. So, finding one that's in pristine, uncirculated condition is already quite rare. Coins in uncirculated condition retain their original mint shine and sharp details, making them far more valuable than coins that have been circulated and damaged over time. But the real hidden gems in coin collecting are the mint errors. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process. These errors can range from double strikes to off-center designs to even incorrect inscriptions. A coin that has a mint error is considered rare and unique, and collectors will pay a premium for these kinds of coins because they are one of a kind. If you come across a 2000 presidential dollar coin that has a minting error, you could be looking at something that's worth far more than its face value. Now, you're probably wondering, how much could this coin be worth? For most coins in circulation, the value is generally higher than face value, but the most significant values come from coins in perfect, uncirculated condition or those with rare minting errors. So, if you're holding onto a pristine 2000 George Washington presidential dollar coin, you could be sitting on a valuable collectible. When it comes to a coin with an error or one in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could fetch a significant sum at auction or through private sales. Are you ready for the big reveal? The value of the 2000 George Washington presidential $1 coin, when found in excellent, uncirculated condition or with a unique mint error, could reach as much as $95,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $95,000. This incredible amount highlights just how much the coin collecting world values rare and well-preserved pieces from U.S. history. The demand for these coins continues to rise as more collectors realize the potential of these historical treasures. If you happen to have a 2000 presidential $1 coin in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You might want to have it professionally graded by a certified coin grading service to determine its exact condition and potential value. The grading process can help you understand whether your coin is a potential high-value piece. In conclusion, the 2000 George Washington presidential $1 coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a valuable collector's item with potential for significant profit. Whether it's the rarity of uncirculated coins, the thrill of finding a mint error, or the ongoing demand for historical American coins, this coin could be worth a lot more than you originally thought. So, if you've got one of these coins lying around, don't let it slip through your fingers without taking a closer look. You could have a small fortune on your hands. Last unique coin, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. presidential coins, and specifically, we're going to be talking about the 12th presidential $1 coin from 2009. You might not know it yet, but this coin could be worth far more than its face value, and in this video, we'll explore exactly why that is. By the end, you'll be amazed at just how much value this coin holds, and it could change the way you look at your own collection. So, stick with us and find out just how much this coin could be worth. Let's start with a little bit of history. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a series of presidential dollar coins to honor the U.S. presidents. The coin we're focusing on today is the 12th in the series, and it features none other than President Zachary Taylor. Taylor was the 12th President of the United States, serving from 1849 to 1850. He was a war hero, most notably for his role in the Mexican-American War, and his time in office was tragically cut short when he passed away in 1850, just 16 months into his presidency. Zachary Taylor's presidency was marked by his strong leadership in the military and his stance on national issues like slavery. His sudden death led to the presidency of Millard Fillmore, but his legacy lived on. The U.S. Mint chose to honor him with this coin as part of the Presidential Dollar Coin Series, which aims to honor each president in order, starting with George Washington and continuing through to the more recent presidents. The 12th Presidential Dollar Coin, released in 2009, carries an image of Zachary Taylor on the obverse, or front side of the coin. His portrait is a dignified and respectful likeness, capturing his strong presence. Surrounding his image are the words, Zachary Taylor, 12th President, and the years of his presidency, 1849 to 1850. The portrait is framed by a unique border design, which is characteristic of the presidential dollar coins, making this coin stand out among other U.S. currency. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the familiar design of Lady Liberty, holding a torch and an olive branch. This image of liberty symbolizes freedom and unity, ideals that the U.S. has always strived to uphold. You'll also find the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum and United States of America, along with the minting year, 2009. This reverse design is common across the entire presidential dollar coin series, helping create a sense of continuity and unity among the coins in this collection. So, what makes the 12th presidential $1 coin worth more than its face value? Well, just like with any collectible coin, the value lies in its rarity, condition, and the possibility of unique features, such as minting errors. Most of these coins were produced for regular circulation, and like any other coins used in daily transactions, they've been subjected to wear and tear. Over time, many of these coins have become scratched, dented, or simply worn down from being in pockets, purses, and cash registers. However, coins that have been carefully preserved in mint condition, without any signs of wear, are far more valuable. An uncirculated 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin is rare because it hasn't been spent or mishandled. The coin retains its original shine, and the details are crisp and clear, making it far more desirable to collectors. These pristine coins are often sold at higher prices because they represent a perfect snapshot of the coin's original design and condition, but that's not all. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting. During the minting process, things don't always go as planned. Sometimes, coins are struck with double images, misaligned designs, or off-center strikes. These minting errors can turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. If you happen to have a 12th presidential dollar coin with any of these minting errors, you could have something truly valuable. So, what are we talking about in terms of actual value? While most of these coins are worth more than their face value in good condition, the true value lies in those coins that have been kept in pristine condition or have rare minting errors. If you've got one of these coins, it could be worth a lot more than you think. In fact, a 12th presidential dollar coin from 2009, in uncirculated condition or with a significant minting error, could be worth as much as $50,000. Yes, that's right, $50,000. It's incredible to think that a coin that started as a simple dollar could end up being worth so much. Whether it's the rarity of uncirculated coins, the thrill of discovering minting errors, or the historical significance of the coin itself, this piece of U.S. history is highly sought after in the coin collecting world. If you happen to have a 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential $1 coin, take a moment to check its condition. If it's in uncirculated condition or if you spot a minting error, it might just be worth a small fortune. It's always a good idea to have your coins professionally graded by a certified numismatist to understand exactly what you have. The higher the grade, the higher the value. To wrap up, the 12th presidential $1 coin featuring Zachary Taylor is a fascinating and valuable piece of U.S. history. From its stunning design to the potential for significant value, this coin is a must-have for serious collectors. So, if you've got one of these coins, or if you come across one in your travels, make sure you take a close look. You might just be holding a $50,000 coin in your hands. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed learning about the value of the 2009 presidential dollar coin and want to discover more rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our future videos. And if you found any rare coins or want to share your experiences, drop a comment below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy collecting.